All right. Let's see. We're live. I hope the music is not gonna double this time. Music I muted. Sorry, that's way too loud. All right. Should we go like this? New setup. Perfect. All right. Let's work here. Oh, if I shrink the screen, that's not. No bueno. All right. Let's see. Label, okay. That would help. Okay. All right, I think the app is actually doing all right. We didn't fix the gesture handle. That needs to be fixed. So I hope I still have that chat. How's the keyboard? Right, that's fine. Need a new session right here. Okay, awesome. Why am I offline? Am I actually offline? No. All right. Awesome. So this works perfectly. I think it's even fast, but All right, I'm about to make some tea, and I'll be right back. Let's check our warp. We put the warp. The change is uncommitted. Tested on the device first since I can't exercise the UI myself. The category chips now. Row keeps show horizontal scroll. Okay, false intentionally. Not yet. Okay. Let me put the Discord up here. All right. All right. So fixing this setup here. I want the Xcode on here. There's so many bugs. I really gotta close the window. I'll be right back again. You built? Are we building? What's going on? Okay. Well, it's possible because the no. All right. Ooh. Excuse me. Okay. And browser. Go here. Come on. I hope this gets fixed. Let me fix this here. Alright. This should be fun. Let's see. We can do this. I think this just got updated. Please work. It should work. Let's see. The building? Okay, it's installing now. Okay, this time it loads quite fast. Deals loads slow. This has got to be fixed somehow. But anyways, should be fine. The keyboard should bounce up all the way. I wonder if I should ask it to completely redesign this. But anyways, let's load in a template. This loads quite fast. No translation found. Next. Budapest. Take a time. Then let's go here. And okay, this is fixed. Can I replace the photo? Seems to be. Okay, it seems to be working. Can I select another one? Right. Okay. And then before I get here, I can publish. Makes sense. So this works smoothly. This is all right. This is great. This needs to be fixed. Okay. Does this feature work? Awesome. All works fine. Let's hide the deals tab as the promotions section is also hidden for now. This screen should be hidden from both genders for now. Let's see if it works. What else? I gotta make a note on the things that we gotta fix. I'm really concerned about the speed. I guess the uploads kind of slow. Also, I need to change this artwork. You know, it's not too bad, but maybe we can have something more, something better. Want to see what Claude could do to redesign this page. The create date page. Yay, I have one view. Awesome. Whoever it is, please drop something in the chat so I know. Feels like I'm talking to myself. Probably am. All right. Let's check the status. We did update a few things. Let's launch the app again. And then I'm gonna open up a new session to analyze why there's a delay. Why there's a delay when logging in for the first time. Interesting. There could be a couple things wrong in the context of the app. Not sure. Yeah, I press it and it waits until a certain period. All right, still a couple things I gotta fix. The other thing I need to fix is this is fine. There's a great snapping effect. That's good. Let me see how GPT would actually redesign this. Okay. GPT is working. I think I really should save this. Still quite slow when first launch, but stable. I need a hat. These lights are killing me. All right. So what am I waiting for? Where was I at? I was at... Oh, making a stable. I was going to try to fix... Oh no. I asked GPT to redesign it. Oh, hold on for a second. That looks so much better. That looks so much better. Well, can you change the colors to the champagne colors and its gradients? That looks just so much better. No. It should still be dark theme, but the highlights champagne. Let's see if I can do this. The I don't know if this will work. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. I wonder how it's going to be redesigned. Oh my. Let's see if this works. Is that Nikki or David? Who joined? I can't see the chat. Is the chat working? Well, probably nobody's chatting. That's okay. I will just talk to myself. Wow, I really want some snacks. Hey, Nora. Okay. in terms of okay. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to sweat. What am I doing? Let's see where we're at. Oh, hey! Thanks for tuning in. I just noticed yesterday's stream, the music was so bad because it doubled up the music for some reason. Nobody let me know. That's why my girlfriend said it's chaotic. That's what she meant. How are you doing? That's good. Have you been coding since? Also, please let me know now if the music is doubled up or not. I know the chat I can see is on my screen is at a weird place. I'm gonna move that around. But if the music is doubled, that's not really good. Ah, okay. Wait. Like now? Ah, okay. Yeah, last time this was doubled up, so it was bad. Are you also coding? That's nice. Yeah, good luck. Good luck to us. I've been coding for like the past 4 hours, and well, no, not that I've been coding. The AI has been coding, but it's my app has become slow. So I made an agent for running a full performance test on my app. So, and I was still like going back in the version control to see what's going on, but I don't know, like when the user logs in um they if they immediately try to switch the screens like this with the tab, yeah, because you have the version of I think there was no performance issue on the published one. On the one that I'm working on on the dev, it's I made some upgrades, and indirectly I messed around with the performance. Like I can show you what's wrong. I actually made an update to the app. Let's see if let's see what we did. But the main issue is that even though the user stays logged in, if they try to switch menu, like try to switch a screen, like the first screen, the home screen loads quite fast, but in the background, I think it's still the loading is happening, and maybe there are some race conditions. And if the user really tries to switch a screen to notifications page or to the create date screen, I think there's like a lag of solid 2 seconds. And then after that, like you can use the app quite fast, but there must be going on in the background. Like I think I can show you now. Like look, it's loading. So it loads up. I click on I clicked on create, and it's not loading. Or yeah, you see now it took so much time. Yeah, I think it lags on first time only. Because now look, I can switch tabs, but I pressed the create date, and it lagged me in. I could press on the notification screen and there was no problem. These work as intended. I'm using a Firebase. And I'm running some like I load the users in batches, but maybe I need to slow it down even more. Maybe. Let me see if let me see what the GPT is, not the GPT, what Claude says. Yeah. I mean, first now it's just investigating the entire app. I asked it to run like a thorough analysis. The home screens are large. It's like 1,000+ lines. That's what it says. Also, I'm trying to redesign the create date, the first screen, to something like, I'll show you. It looks really cool. And display, but not this. Hold on for a second. Application. Then GPT. Okay. Do you see this? This looks so cool for the first step. So I'm really trying to redesign it. The first step to be somewhat like that. Yeah. Oh, that's a... Okay, I figured what I can do better. Thank you. Really appreciate it. It took me quite a long time too. And lots of research on Dribbble. There's a website called Dribbble, DRIBBB, so triple B's, Dribbble.com, I think. And they have okay, all right. I'm not gonna base it where it's at. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. I mean, they post some really cool ideas. And there's always room for improvement. I'm quite a perfectionist, so I want this upgrade to be extremely solid, this new version that I'm trying to roll out soon, because I want to push the marketing, and before I push the marketing, I have to make sure the app is up to my standards. It was a good like first version, so that the initial problems come out. see. The progress bar is not. Did you focus on your app's UI and UX at all, or you're mainly focused on just the MVP as of now? Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Plus, I'm the type of guy that can get too caught up with the design. If I had one more person to help me, like, I would primarily focus on the front end, and then I would separate so that their role would be the performance, making everything with the backend, like very visual oriented. How do you like the setup? I was playing quite a bit around with with this fake with this fake green screen setup. Yeah, so thanks. The Firebase is basically just your your backend is hosted everything like online in the cloud. Wish I could. I think I can somewhat show you. Um, it's like how should I say this? It's like the entire server side infrastructure um, is hosted there. It's saving you from having to write like complex backend code or manage like physical servers. That's that's why it's like super easy. And then you have the collections. For each collection, you can assign documents. No, it's completely for free. I mean, unless you meet like a certain threshold. I would definitely experiment with it if I were you, um, because it's quite easy to set up. It's really easy to set up. You can store your assets as well, like visual assets, or like for instance, for me, the even the languages are stored on Firebase. So for instance, if somebody logs in, it picks up the phone's language from the settings, and then it makes a call function to the backend, to Firebase, where everything is, all the transcripts are hosted on as JSON files, and it's super fast. This lag that I'm experiencing is not Firebase's fault. Is my lack of knowledge. Yeah, you definitely should. And you can also do authentication with Firebase. Super easy. Phone authentication, email, Google, and Apple. Well, yeah, if I didn't say, then email. Like it comes with forget password packages. Um, you can test. You can give it like your personal phone number, or if you want to test the authentication, or you can give it like a fake number for testing purposes. So why I actually decided to use Firebase in the beginning was for this exact reason. It was for the authentication. Apple Pay. So there is I don't know. I actually didn't see how the whole paywall is, but all I know is that there's a website called RevenueCat, revenuecat.com, and then you can set up the paywalls, and then you can hook that up. So in your where is it? Not the client side. Not a, so yeah, you gotta hook it up online. So their entire payment management system is online. It's on that platform, and yeah, you just gotta connect that to your code to call this paywall that you can online design, and it creates this gateway. Yeah, check into it. I think it's called revenuecat.com. The reason why I chose RevenueCat is because I think it is also free until you meet a certain threshold, right? So I think like on Apple, when you publish something, they already take on in-app purchases. Depends if you qualify for as a small business. If you qualify for as a small business or an independent contractor or developer, then you can apply for it, and then they will only take 15% commission. Otherwise, they would take 30% commission. So all your revenue would be out the window, So you gotta look into this kind of stuff, as well as RevenueCat is until you meet that threshold. I think after that, depending on how many paid subscribers or like revenue you have, maybe until like 1,000 euros. Let me actually check. Until when is Revenue Cat for free? So Revenue Cat is free indefinitely for apps generating up to 2,500 in monthly tracked revenue in MTR. There's no time limit on this free offer. Once your app crosses $2,500, you will need to upgrade to a paid plan, which charges 1% of your tracked revenue, which is still nothing if you think about it. So I think it's a great platform. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it puts it in the header row. I think with Firebase actually you can have like a working authentication in like less than 5 minutes. Like a backend, like of course with the help of AI, but you create your storages and your buckets and so on, and then you just copy the config file right onto your code. Of course, you gotta separate your env so that it's not directly in the code. But other than that, like it's very, very straightforward. What do you use for auth? Then I think you told me your backend is Node. Postgre. I think when I went to the bootcamp, I studied Postgre, and yeah, it was somewhat easy to understand. Like, of course, there's some hard queries that you can always come up with, or there's always situations where it gets kind of complex, but fairly easy. I don't know if I ever I don't know if you're familiar with Ruby on Rails. That's what we studied, and I don't know. For me, it was just too hard. I mean, I wasn't a computer science major. I'm a manufacturing engineer by trade, but it was still like really, really not that obvious for me to understand. And then I was looking for more lightweight solutions, um, like that's when I looked at Firebase, because everything was like right in front of my face, um, and I could I could see it. I could see what I'm doing. Mm. I wish I had somebody like uh like you for developing an app in their free time. Man, like for me, it was just all about the design. You can't have them all, huh? That's what you are missing, I think. You're missing more the design aspect. Like for me, it's like really hard to understand what I'm doing if I don't see it. Purely from the code, it's too hard. Yeah, JavaScript. And JavaScript is supposed to be easier. I mean, Python is probably the easiest. JavaScript is, yeah, I guess like JavaScript is necessary for the front end. Um, it's more like I'm turning into a graphic designer. I feel like most of the front end developers are gonna turn into graphic designers instead. I might have just hurt a bunch of front end developers here with this comment, but still, I don't think it's real coding, especially now with the AI. Like I appreciate what you do a lot more than what I'm doing. At the end of the day, I think you still have to have some kind of a taste to design some nice websites and web apps and mobile apps. Um, and you do have to kind of understand the design system, because even in the beginning when I didn't really like, there's things such as like 10 30 60 10 30 60 rule, I think, that in terms of like colors, how much colors you should be using in your app, and they really do make a difference. Because these kinds of stuff needs to be like subtle, um, so it provides the best experience. Yeah, that's what I would do as well. It's more like yeah, you gotta be like an architect, like software engineer, maybe systems engineer, right? I think even in systems engineering, the AI is still in its baby phases. Okay, I made some significant updates with this. Let me see what the Claude did. I have to check one day. Yeah, honestly, it's super scary. It's super scary, but I don't know where things are headed. Like I'm actually concerned for the app, not community, but the app system on in terms of like app stores and like the iOS and the Android store, because I'm really wondering if the apps are going to be replaced by just having a huge platform on OpenAI or Claude, and they are just gonna have everything on there. It's laggy. Look at this. This is my problem. If you look at the screen here, it's still laggy. So you can see it by the animation up here. It's very fluidy, like very dynamic on the way going back, but going forward, it's lagging. Like you see, it's smooth going back. Going forward, it's abrupt. And I don't know why. Even selecting this is okay, and I have no idea what's slowing it down. So going back from this screen, 5 to 4 is fast. This is lagging. And now it's fast. No, there's still lag. Yeah, React Native. So I started it in Expo, and then I used mainly like React Native components. But it's okay. Expo is like built with React Native. Or I don't know if the term what I used is correct, but built around. Yeah, I think it's built around React Native. This is my arch nemesis. The slag. Okay, so it actually during the other tab in here I don't have any No, in here I don't. But here, maybe maybe it doesn't know how to animate these when going back. Yeah, there's an animation so when I go from this page, there's no animation except like here. Um, this is fast. Oops, I don't know what I did. I just minimized my simulator. Or I quit it completely. I think I closed the simulator. But yeah, maybe from going from the location step back to the title step, the animations need to re-render. Maybe it just needs to be memoized. Memoization in React Native. I think you know, no? Or I'm not sure, but to memoize the data, it puts it into memory. But actually, Claude is now telling me what's going on. The contexts are massive. Dates context, and the request context and subscription context all mounted at the startup. Huh. The hypothesis is strongly confirmed. Every Firestore. So Firestore is basically the database of Firebase. So you go on Firebase, you have certain. Firebase does not only offer you storage, but it offers you, the database that I was telling you about, the storage for your, for your asset files, and it also offers you the authentication as well as FCM, like cloud messaging, Firebase cloud messaging. You can send push notifications via via the app or the platform, super easy. So that's quite good. So now it says that the Firestore calls uses Firebase SDK and around 10 on snapshot listeners, which is an on snapshot listener is just constantly listening to a specific parameter or specific variable. So why it mounts all female users plus all male users. right at the startup, the entire data set. It mounts all the open dates from the date context, which has no limits. I mean, it's not a lot because not many dates are published right now on the app. All of the users' chats, all of the users' requests, plus 3 full user tables. Wow. Yeah. These are all the contexts, and it's way too much. I think so. I don't know which one to fucking start with. Oh. Oh god. Yeah, but even now with mock data, it's still slow. But yeah, with mock data, I couldn't really see it. And that's why, because in the mock data, I didn't have requests, I didn't have messages, I didn't have. I only had dates and users. Which is making me think. Which is making me think that there's not really like a problem with the profile context. Well, yeah, it's these Firebase calls. SDK migration. Oh, this one is kind of complex, to my knowledge. Okay. Hmm. Wow. Wow. It's actually recommending me to always measure the change in on the real device, not on the simulator. Which is great because I'm using the camera for my phone. Hold on. I do have another iPhone. I'm gonna use that. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm gonna charge my other phone. I'm gonna use that as texting. Texting or testing? Testing. I gotta order some snacks. I can't. I can't anymore function without it. Isn't it like 3 a.m. where you are? That it hurts even to say it out loud, or not say it out loud, just to read it. Don't jinx it, man. My eyes are dripping out. I needed to put this hat on because there's some like big lights like shining straight into my eye. It's tough. This streaming life is so tough. For my thousands of viewers. Hey, it's fine. As long as I have one and it's the best one, it doesn't matter. And tomorrow finally weekend, so we can sleep in without any worry. I went online shopping for food and snacks. I'm craving bread. I shouldn't be eating bread, especially at night. That's how I'll get fat. Yeah. Well, if I eat it at like 3 a.m., and then it can be considered breakfast. Gotta change the music. What kind of music do you like for programming? I, I am really creative. You know what I put on? Music for for coding. Oh. Very unique. Let's see if okay, this phone is on charge. I really need a USB-C to that old iPhone charger. This way I don't reach my phone that I can test on. Hmm. Let's see. I'm gonna charge my other mic at the same time in case this one dies. Let's see. Bring this closer. Oops. I just knocked out the camera. Oh, the entire setup. I knew that was going to happen. I really need this. I'll be right back. I'm trying to get the phone. Okay. I knocked my setup out, but I'm back. Okay. Sorry about that. My stream stopped for a second. I turned off the Wi-Fi. I hope you're still here. I think the camera stopped as well. I don't know how to. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why the camera stopped for a second. Let me see if I can get it to restart. Okay, now it should be fine. Okay, it should work right now. Except there's a small thing there. Yeah, I was trying to share the password with this phone. And I turned off the Wi-Fi. Amateur streamer. Hmm. Which hosting service do I use? Hmm. In what sense? Firebase does, like, your backend is hosted on Firebase, basically. So when you publish the app, it comes with hosting. So the app is hosted there. Now for the website, for my company's website, I also use something free. What is it actually called? I don't know what is it called. It's called Netlify, and just the domains I bought from GoDaddy. But yeah, for the websites hosting, for the apps hosting is basically on Firebase. No, no, it's okay. It does it for you. So actually, you can launch some websites for free using their until you meet that threshold that I was telling you about. So the hosting is basically there. Oh, the snacks are here. Okay. I definitely need energy to get through this problem. I'm gonna make myself a sandwich, man. I will be back in like 5 minutes. I gotta eat this. Hopefully, I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. I just figured I was talking and my mic wasn't even on. Yeah. Thanks. I saw there was one more view, but I was busy being fat. And I bought myself gummy bears. This is gonna help me fix probably the speed issues with my app. Uh, this is way too complex for me. Should probably run it on physical device. Oh, am I gonna be able to connect this? Okay, man. Take care. Have a good night. And thank you for stopping by today, too. I'm gonna try to fix this a little bit more. And I hope you got to advance with your app. And yeah, I think so. I think hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna stream as well. Maybe you can stop by again. And have a good weekend. Is that you, David? Probably not. If it's you, if it's Ozan, please drop a like in the chat. If it's not, then I don't know. Do something. Okay. For anybody wondering what I'm up to right now, is I'm trying to fix the performance of the app because it's extremely slow. And I cannot let that happen, especially for the new update. The new update in the app needs to be smooth, fast, pretty, so I can push the marketing a lot more. Let me see what's happening. Yes. One of the main problems why the app can be quite slow is because of the lazy image. So what we are going to try to do is you're going to put a log strip in it to track any issue that might be coming from the rendering of the image. Even though before we had a problem, I think with the Firebase SDK up here. So maybe we can fix that. Reload, sit on the home screen idle, go the explore feed. Okay, diagnostic only. So run it and report the new numbers. Okay. Let's rerun the app. Let's see if our app is gonna get any faster. This will take some time. Okay. So it loaded, but this is not what we wanted. Either way, now that we are here, might as well continue, press next step. No, this is still slow. And where did our location step go? Did this freeze or did it take out the location? This exceeds my knowledge. Did you take out the location component? This doesn't seem to render. Now we go to view more or explore. We should be tracking. Oh, it still hits 125. And hold on for a second. It did become faster. Okay. Okay, so somewhat our feed. Okay, what I noticed is that this time it didn't reach 200%. The feed was at 130% max, right? I think. Let's check the CPU. Yeah, like 140. No, 172. Around 140. By the way, for anybody who's viewing the stream right now, please say hello in the chat so we can talk for a little bit, if you don't mind. If not, that's cool as well. I would just talk to myself. Max was 140. Still see. Let's read on the app. And what I want to focus on is immediately pressing the create date button and the notification button and try to see what could be going wrong or if it's still laggy. I expect that it's still laggy. We need to diagnose it somehow. So I'm just paying attention to the screen. Then immediately I'm gonna press create. Okay. So I can press create date, but then it stalls. Very interesting. And for the feed. Okay. Feed will drop back down. 140. So this is what's happening. When I reload the app, I immediately try to switch screens using the tabs and the notification. And if I press fast enough upon reloading, the tab screen, doesn't matter which, or the notifications, it basically it loads that. Doesn't matter which create date or the notification screen, it does load the first switch, and it feels like as the app loads in the background, maybe some other contact, maybe the context, it makes a lags behind, and when I try to hit the next screen, that freezes for like a couple seconds. As it catches up, it then continues to work as intended, but from animations across the created or even elsewhere, I can tell that there are frame drops. Small lags. Let's see what he can come up with. I tried to summarize it as much as I could. Let me see if there's new downloads in the end. We are at 470. Okay, getting there. Oh, you gotta boost those numbers up. I will be here until eternity. No, in all seriousness, I gotta finish the app. Why am I shaking the screen? Sorry about this. In all seriousness, I gotta release this update so I can push the marketing even more to get more users. Where is Claude? Alright, so Claude came back with an answer to see what's going on. So it says that that's a textbook description of JS thread saturation during the initial data burst. The exact mechanism from the very first analysis now seen in sharp focus. The first step goes through, the second tab freezes, sequences the most diagnostic detail I have shared. In the background, all 14 providers are now hammering the JS thread. 10 on snapshots initially fires, deserializing whole collection payloads. Dates context, fanning out per date, 3 full users table scans from current profile context, all of it set staying into a deeply nested provider tree that cascades re-renders through man home screen plus man tab navigator. Amazing. The second tab, the press handler is viewed behind the destination of a tab. Number 1 is still finishing its mount, and B, the cascade context updates re-rendering everything. Did the lazy image log strip? Move the needle on the residual drops. The number tells us whether to ship it permanently and move on or pivot to the feed card bisect. For the cold start freeze, which lever do you want to pull first? Two options, both surgical and reversible. Pick one. So, option number 1 is add the limits to the worst outbounded listeners, profile contacts, female plus male users, dates contacts, discover open dates, say limit 30 each. Caps the payload size, deserialization, shorter burst, doesn't change architecture. So, okay, let's commit and then do both. Alright, am really hoping this fix it. I wanna go to bed. I should change the stream's title to not going to bed until I fix the performance issue. Technically half asleep. Anyways, how does this change the light if I turn this off? Oh well. It's one step better maybe. 1 second. How is this? Lights off. Half asleep.